What's up, movie freaks? Today we have a quick thoughts on the first 3 episodes of The Mandalorian. So, first off, I'm a huge fan of Mandalorians. Boba Fett is one of my all-time favorite characters, so I was very hopeful for this show, but with the recent decisions made with Star Wars since Disney purchased it, I was quite skeptical. But I'm happy to say that I'm really enjoying it. Episode 1 is directed by Dave Filoni, and right off the bat, I love the dark and gritty look of it. It's well lit, you can still see everything, it just sort of gives a stylistic, gritty look to it. You can tell that they're holding back a little bit. I would have liked it if they were a little more adult, but Star Wars has always been tame enough for kids to watch as well, so it's not really an issue, it just would have made it a little bit better. Some of the humor in the beginning feels a little out of place, but it's not so bad that it kind of takes you out of it. Like The Last Jedi. Sorry, cinematography is good. It doesn't stand out as stellar, but it's certainly not bland and boring. And the action sequences are done pretty well, and they're a lot of fun. And the visual effects are also very good, especially for TV. They're very competently done, with the exception of one shot. So, in conclusion, I give the first episode a 7 out of 10. Episode 2 is directed by Rick Famuyiwa. I have all the same praises from the first episode. The effects are still good, the action is still really good. One complaint I have is towards the end, the ship fixing montage seems to imply that they fixed the ship all in one night, which seems a little far-fetched to me. On a positive note, I love the tiny details of the episode, particularly the Chekhov's gun, which is not really spoilers, but I'll give like a minor spoiler warning if you haven't seen it, but when the Mandalorian fires his rifle several times at the Jawas, he reloads it each time, except for the last time he fires, he doesn't reload it. Later on in the episode, before he goes to fight the Mudhorn, he checks all of his weapons except for his rifle, and then when he finally goes to use it, it doesn't go off, and then the mud keeps him from reloading it. I love that they show you all this, but they don't explain to you exactly what's happening. In conclusion, I also give this episode a 7 out of 10. Episode 3 is directed by Deborah Chow. This is a much more action-packed episode, and all the action is handled really well. All the same praises still apply. There's not a whole lot new to say here. I do think that Pedro Pascal does a great job conveying emotion through mere head and shoulder movements and breathing. I also really love the way they convey emotion through the camera movements. When the Mandalorian and the child are side by side walking, the camera follows them, and then when they go to enter a certain building, you feel a sort of unease and dread for the characters because the camera stops and then they drift off screen. It's just fantastic while also being subtle. I also give this episode a 7 out of 10. Overall, I'm really enjoying the show. The music is fantastic. I love the score by Ludwig Göransson. And I've seen each of these episodes probably 4 times now, and I'm definitely going to be watching them more, which is more than I can say for the recent films. It gives me a lot of faith that we still are going to get the Star Wars experience that we enjoy and love going forward. There just seems to be a lot of love for Star Wars going into this, and not just canon, but also some love for expanded universe as well. But yeah, thanks for watching. What do you think of The Mandalorian? Leave it in the comments down below. And like the video, or there will be a bounty out on you. Auf Wiedersehen.